Deep in a remote forest in Southeast Asia, there's a story people are too afraid to tell out loud. They say a snake woman lives there, and anyone who enters the mountain never comes back. Most people would stay away, but some people don't believe in legends, and that's where everything goes wrong. Years ago, two brothers entered that forest. Sunlight barely breaks through the thick canopy. Birds silent, the air tense. They found a little girl, injured, alone. Shu tried to help her, but something was wrong. A tail. His brother reached for his knife, but it was too late. She turned, claws struck, and just like that, his brother was gone. No goodbye. He lost everything, but he never forgot. For years, Shu searched for answers. What was that creature? The memory followed him, everywhere, and it never let him go. The forest calls again. Mist rises from the ground, vines sway, and distant animal cries echo. A man named Shiye leads a group deep inside, armed, prepared, but not afraid enough. They are hunting the snake woman. To them, she's not a legend, she's a target. And Shu joins them, not as a hunter, but as someone chasing his past. The deeper they go, the forest feels alive. Leaves rustle unnaturally. Shadows move like they have eyes. Not peaceful, watching, waiting. At one point, Shu sees her, a woman, bathing in the lake, calm, silent, almost human. But the moment he looks again, she's gone, like she was never there. And that's when fear begins to creep in, because monsters don't always attack. Sometimes they observe. The mission turns violent. Branches snap, guns fire, and screams pierce the air. The forest becomes a battlefield. Traps, weapons, chaos. They're not trying to survive anymore. They're trying to capture her, alive. And after a brutal fight, they succeed. The snake woman is trapped, but that's when everything changes. As Shiye raises his weapon, Shu freezes. That knife. He's seen it before, years ago, in his brother's hand. Suddenly, the past collides with the present. His brother isn't dead. He's right there, standing in front of him, alive, but not the same. Before Shu can even process it, darkness. He's knocked out, and everything falls apart. When he wakes up, he's in a nightmare. A laboratory, not hunted, used, experimented on. This was never about a monster. This was about greed, about power, about people willing to destroy anything for eternal youth. And suddenly, the real horror becomes clear. The monster was never the snake woman. And then he sees him, his brother, alive, but broken, not by the forest, but by people, twisted, controlled, and worst of all, he blames Shu. If you didn't stop to help her, none of this would have happened. Those words hit harder than any weapon, because deep down, Shu wonders if he's right. But then, another truth emerges. The snake woman was never a monster. She was a victim, a sick girl, taken by her father to be healed. But instead she became an experiment, turned into something unnatural, something powerful, something dangerous, and she didn't choose any of it. When she breaks free, everything collapses. The lab, the lies, the illusion. She goes after the woman who did this to her, the one responsible. And for a moment, it feels like justice. But justice doesn't last long, because even in that moment, betrayal strikes again. Shiye kills his own boss. Revenge was all he ever wanted. Raised in misery, forced to kill snakes, controlled by the woman who took him in. His life was never his own. Now he faces her, the snake woman. After a brutal fight, he traps her inside a cage. He raises his weapon and fires, but at the last second, her father steps in. The bullets hit him instead. Silence. Then, his brother appears, and they clash in a savage fight. Behind them, her father is dying. With his final breath, he reminds her who she was. Before the pain, before the transformation, and something inside her breaks. A force rises from within, born from pain, and it explodes, not from rage alone, But from truth, she breaks free, destroys everything, and with one final strike, Shi falls, killed by his own weapon, the same way it all began. The snake woman walks past Shu, slow, calm, untouchable. She leans closer and whispers something in a language only he can understand. Not a threat, not fear, but trust. And then she turns and disappears into the forest. In the end, the forest remains. Sunlight filters through the trees again, quiet, calm, but forever watching. Shu stands, not for revenge, but to protect. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe for more caps.